Hi everyone, on Saturday the 22nd of November, really good action on ITV on Saturday, the best of it from Ascot where the ground is just on the softer side, a good, nearly good ground with a drying day likely on Saturday, and at Haydock where things have got towards soft, good to soft in places. Again, the forecast a bit unsettled. We start off with our daily nap, sponsored by Price Start Bet. Goes in the 240 at Ascot, the 3 mile grade 2 Ascot hurdle, and I really like Altobelli here on what I hope will be a really good afternoon for Harry Fry and Brian Carver. Now, this prolific hurdler is 4 from 10 over timber so far. He's run at Ascot on 4 occasions, 2 cracking placed efforts and 2 ready victories, and I think he's worth chancing. Freshened first time up for this seasonal reappearance under his regular rider Brian Carver. They should go a decent gallop here. He's a smooth traveller. I don't think he's got an explosive turn of foot, but he does find for pressure. He's very game and genuine, and Ascot really does suit him ideally right-handed on this decentish ground. He should go really well. I think the yard have targeted this big Saturday meeting with most of their horses, and they're expecting a big run from Altobelli. Our value angle selection, sponsored by Price Up Bet, goes into 315 at Ascot. 2 mile 1 furlong handicap chaser, looking to boot Hill here to defy 12 stone for Harry Fry and Brian Carver again. Now, he's got another really good Ascot record over the years, and he's bound to be primed for this seasonal reappearance. He's one of those horses, he's tough to place. He's got a very high handicap mark. He's not quite good enough for graded company, so these top handicaps under a big weight are his best port of call. He's bound to be primed for it, given he's getting on a little bit, and he's got absolutely optimum conditions here to outclass these rivals. A straightforward ride who jumps really well, finds for pressure. I'm hoping that Brian will seize the initiative from the tape and make all the running. I think he's around about 5 to 1. It's a more than fair price. The remaining races on ITV on Saturday, we'll spin through them in time order, starting at Haydock with the 115, a 2 mile 3 handicap hurdle. A good field here. I think Florida Dream should take plenty of beating for Nicky Richards. Now, Nicky going well now, 4 from 12 in the last fortnight, beginning to run a lot more horses as the ground has eased, and this consistent handicapper, well, he's not unexposed. He's run 13 times over timber, winning twice, but he's run 2 absolute blinders this season. His latest effort at Carlisle came in a very strong handicap, won by the progressive Hartington, and he travelled like the best horse at the weights that day, just finding his finishing effort sapped up the Carlisle hill. I think this flat track will suit him. They'll go a right gallop. Brian Hughes in the plate again. He'll ride him cold from off the pace, and hopefully they get racing a long way out at Haydock, which is usually the case, and the front runners tire and Florida Dreams can come through and pick them off. Back to Ascot for the 130, a grade 2 over 2 mile 5, a small but select field. One thing to say here, they are going to go a right gallop here. 3 of them want to go after front. One who doesn't is Gidley Park from our team of the day, Harry Fry and Brian Carver. Now, he's fragile, Gidley Park. When he was pulled up first time up last season, they found something wrong with his heart, but they got him back on track. And he was really impressive at Windsor, I thought, jumping superbly. He's got his ground here. I think he'll go really well under a patient ride. Every chance they cut each other's throats up front. Back to Haydock for the 150, a graduation chase over 2 mile 5. I like the jukebox man. I know he's the apple of Ben Pauling's eye. He won both his starts over fences last season in deeply impressive style. The last time we saw him was at Kempton on Boxing Day, where he jumped really well. I think going left-handed will suit him. The ground's come right for him. He was going to run at Ascot, but I think they think first time up they prefer a bit of softer ground at Haydock, and I think there's loads more improvement in the tank from him. He's a very exciting horse. I think he'll be competing in grade 1s after this. He's likely to be very short, but I think he'll make most of the running under Ben Jones. Back to Haydock for the 225, a 3 mile handicap hurdle, a really competitive race. I like Hartington here from the Joe Tizard. Now, Joe, talking about informed stables, he's had 11 winners in the last 14 days at a 32% strike rate. They're all absolutely flying. He's booked Sean Bone, which is unusual for the yard, right down at the bottom of the weight, Sean. And this progressive handicapper, if you watch that run back at Carlisle, we've already talked about it earlier, it was a very truly run race, a competitive betting heat. There was money for at least 5 of them, and Hartington put his head down and finished really strongly there. So I think this longer trip will definitely suit him. There's more improvement in the tank. He's only had a handful of run over hurdles, and of course the booking of the champion jockey elect certainly increases confidence. Back to Haydock for the day's feature, the Betfair Chase at 3 o'clock. A small field, a disappointing turnout. It has to be said, it's a theme of the day in these graded races. I don't think they're the UK runners in truth. Grey Dawning at odds against looks a more than fair bet to me. The Skeltons, absolutely dominant in the UK jumping scene. 20 winners at a 25% strike rate in the last fortnight. They're all flying. He's a high-class chaser. He jumps superbly. I think he'll front run here and get rid of handstands at an early stage. I suspect Harry will be positive and string them out early on. I don't particularly fancy Haiti Kalures, who's second in the market at the minute. He had a hard race over hurdles just 16 days ago. He screams bounce candidate to me, whereas Grey Dawning is freshened up, primed for today by his excellent yard. And finally, back to Haydock for the 3:35, another competitive 3-mile 1 handicap chase. Well, Confusion is one of my horses to follow in the north this season. He's a typical Sue Smith horse. Of course, Sue now teaming up with Joel Parkinson, and they are suddenly going really well. 7 winners in the last 14 days in the north at a 30% strike rate, and this chaser is really progressive. Watch his win back at Wetherby last time out. He made most of the running. He was under pressure 4 out, but he kept finding. He's a relentless rolling galloper, and I think he'll make all the running here under Danny McMenamin. Best of luck with all the ITV action on Saturday, everyone. Please do like and comment on the YouTube videos, subscribe to the free channel if you haven't already, and do check out our sponsor Priced Up Bet. Numerous enhancements and offers on these big Saturdays.